Hello, my name's Jordan. Welcome back to Undefined. A little sloppy. Hello, my name is Jordan and welcome back to Undefined, my channel where I'm recreating myself every day. This video is part of my Instructional Fridays series where I am trying to teach to learn. Hashtag TTL, teach to learn. Because as much as I want to help, what do I really know? Before I can help anyone else, I need to build up my own repertoire of skills. And so when I try to teach, I'm trying to teach myself and have you watch the lessons I learn. Hopefully you can glean something from them and maybe even help me further by telling me what I might need to spruce up and make better to improve my life and yours. Giving to each other, reciprocity, back and forth, symbiosis. That's what I'm looking for here. What I need this week, what's gonna be really important, because last week was about setting goals, and so making sure that I have great goals that matter and will work towards an end result. This week I need to learn about being patient, because with those goals, they aren't immediate. In order to make goals happen, you need time and effort. And I'm an impatient person. I'm a perfectionist, and I really like when things go the way I want them to. I just can't get videos done like this, babe. I just need to remind myself consistently about getting disappointed in the lack of things happening the way I want them to, because I'd rather have results done and ready to go. But it takes work, and I am dedicated to putting the work in, so in order to put that work in, I need to be able to deal with the realities of the situation. That's not just gonna happen overnight, or even in the first year, 2, 3 years, that it's gonna take time and for me to stay dedicated and focused. And so early on, I need to instill this part in me that knows that it can deal with the long run and the long haul. I've done some research, applied some self-knowledge that I've done and used in my own life, and compiled a list of things to help me and you stay more patient when it comes to achieving the goals and staying focused and unshaken when it comes to your dreams. Let's start. So first, no matter what, it's important to recognize when you are being patient. If you aren't able to recognize and point out that this is something that's making you impatient, you can't do anything about it. So always make sure that you point out the problem. Something externally or internally is making you feel like this isn't going the way you want to, and you start getting frustrated and nearing a point of being fed up. That's always gonna help. So as soon as you recognize this, oh my gosh, I'm being impatient and not focusing, I need to breathe. Best thing you can do in any situation that flusters you, that makes you react in a way that's not the way you want, is to slow things down and breathe. Take 10 seconds, deep inhales and exhales. That gets you in a state of presence, adds some clarity and focus, so that way as you proceed, you can do it with measured, mature, responsible reactions. It helps you to better navigate a situation rather than making fast choices that don't make sense for a situation, being caught up in this feelings you're feeling that might skew the type of end result you might actually want. After you take those breaths and you slow you down and try to separate how you feel so that way you can come to a sense of yourself in reality and totality, you need to also relax. Being impatient because you tense up and just to really start getting stressed out, and you need to find a way to relax yourself. So whichever way that helps you out. That might be, taking a second, walking away from the situation. That might be doing some yoga or stretching, or taking a walk, or exercising, or even just maybe sleeping or something. Whatever it is that's self-caring for you to help you slow down. Cat, I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt you. You're being impatient. I'll hug you later on. What can be a really quick fix is taking a total body relaxation technique where you close your eyes and you do your breathing exercises, and then you focus on the top of your head and you keep your eyes closed and you just try to imagine water trickling down from your head to your toes and covering every inch of the surface of your body. So just breathing and feeling every inch of yourself as slow as possible, making sure that you're aware of yourself in the moment, how you're feeling, and causing awareness to yourself. Then what's important to do is, after you've been able to resonate with yourself in the moment, Take a time to also name what's happening internally. Exactly what is making you impatient. You should have already named exactly what it is, but come back to it. And not just name what it is that's making you feel impatient, but know that you are reacting because you choose to. You don't have to react anyway to this thing that makes you impatient. You can continue on your life without being affected. It's your choice in every situation to respond and react in the way that you want to. So, take the time to also notice how you feel and what you're doing. Are these the choices you want to make right now? You can totally cave in and explode and cause a tantrum if that's what you want to do, if that's the person that you want to become in that moment. Generally, I tend to not do that. I tend to say, well, this is not the person that I want to act and be like. I'd rather be someone who is level-headed, that makes right choices, does the right thing when it matters to help make the best end result. So, you've got to breathe, relax, and respond in the way that you really want to. Sometimes that's hard. Sometimes you got to really talk yourself out of it. You gotta get yourself out of the mind frame of being impatient. You gotta be able to say, this is not what matters right now. This is not a helpful emotion. It is hurried, it is rushed, it is something that just wants to go, go, go. And there's too much of that. As much as, you balance between there's not enough time and there's all the time in the world. They're both true, and in any situation, there's so much time. And really go with that one when you're feeling impatient. There's so much time to be had to do things with. This one single second in time in history is insignificant. So feeling impatient is foolish, honestly. So you just gotta then become aware of what matters. Talk yourself out of that situation and focus on the reason why you're doing what you're doing that you might feel impatient about. For me, I'm doing this to improve myself, to further myself as a human being, and the ways that I want to, the avenues and interests that I have in my personal life. To be impatient about things not happening right now and for not seeing real progress when I've barely begun is silly of myself. It is childish, and I'm aware of it. I still feel it. I know better though, so that's why this is helpful completely. I'm hard-headed. I need continual reminders and just nail it into myself. Because that's the only way that I know I work. I need to relearn lessons over and over again. But I make sure that I learn those pretty quickly because I just want to move on. What matters is important to keep in the forefront of your head because being impatient will continue to be there. It will arise. It's not like something that goes away. It's a natural emotion that happens that you shouldn't also feel bad about. It's just not helpful. But you feel it. So you just have to know how to navigate around it. What I find so helpful is what I've done to get over my fear of flying because I have control issues in a lot of different realms. I learned that the fear and anxiety that I feel in that time, I kind of need to treat it as a friend. And I do not so much an inside out personification, but I take out my emotions. I take it when I need to. I take them all out. They're all here. Imagine floating in the air. They're all different balls and they have all different colors. That's for myself when I'm sharing how I visualize them. And I take them and I say, cool. The one that is most yelling the loudest, that is saying the most and taking up the most attention right now is this anxiety, this fear, these negative ones. Cool. All right. Hello, everybody else, the entire family. You're coming back in here. All right. You, this beautiful thing, look at it, appreciate it, that it is you, it is a part of you, and that it has always served you and been there to help you through life. And so you should appreciate it because it's part of you being a human being and feeling all the myriad experiences that life has to offer. And you tell it that it is important and that you love it. For right now, it needs to not be here. I learned it wasn't helpful to shut it up and be mad and cage it away, but just say hey, I get it. I'm here, I hear you. I'm listening completely, and there's nothing wrong with you. I'm validating you. But right now, you're not being a great friend. You're not helping me. I want to know what's hurting you right now. Why are you feeling this way? I mean, that's the only way it knows how to feel. But it doesn't need to be so loud right now. And what we're actually going to do, we're going to put you right back inside, but we're going to put you in a different file from everything else. And you're going to right there, and I'm going to look at you. I don't want to hear you right now. You're kind of in timeout, but you'll be back out soon, I promise. And I just need you to relax, maybe breathe yourself, and take a chill pill. And doing that internally and imagining it and having it, knowing I can control this emotion, it becomes so small and beautiful and cute, and this little thing that's inside of me that I can then proceed with, knowing it's still there completely, but that it has no power in the situation right now. When I'm feeling impatient and I'm not happy, I need to remind myself, yes, I feel that way, I acknowledge it, and it's okay, I'm listening. But you're not gonna get in the way of anything else right now. You're not that important. Important to me, but not important in the large scale of things. And then by putting it away, it helps you to kind of let go of it. And that's the best way I know how to tell you, because when people tell me to let go of how I'm feeling, I want to punch them. So I gotta help myself let go. And that's the only way that I know how to do it. But letting go is an important technique in order to move on from negative emotions that aren't helping you in a situation. Once you're able to let go, you can slow down and get back to normalcy. Doing that, coming back to normalcy, remind yourself that it takes time, at least with regard to not just any other negative emotions, but being impatient, that everything takes time. Anything worth doing takes time and effort. Some adage, quote, statement that someone important in history made. You need to put the time in and effort and enjoy what you're doing now. More so than waiting for whatever's gonna happen in the future, you're just gonna completely pass up what's happening before then. And why do that? There's so much great things that are happening right now that I shouldn't rush into something that's gonna be completely different, because then I'll have missed this entire opportunity now. And then, what fun is that? There's a bug on my wall. 1 second. I got it. It's great to then say, no matter what, how long ever it's gonna take, I will get to what I want because I am doing the work. I'm not giving up, and patience won't let me give up. I'm gonna keep doing it, and it's going to happen. Telling yourself that is gonna help make impatience happen less and less as you go on. You don't just wanna momentarily fix the problem, you wanna figure out a sustainable long-term solution. So you've got to remind yourself it's going to take time, and I will get there. There is an end point in sight. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And finally, while doing that, maintaining a positive outlook in general will help squash that entire mentality of being impatient. You got to just stay positive. You got to know that life is good. That things aren't happening now doesn't mean they'll never happen. Now something else is happening. Enjoy that. Go have fun. Being positive just in general is a good tip. So with that, I appreciate you watching. This has been my episode of Instructional Fridays, where I taught you how to be less impatient. I want to see if maybe any of these tips helped you out. I feel great, and I need to make sure I implement that in my head more in the future, in the entire product. I need to just slow down and breathe, and I'm going to continue to do that. So tell me, what you thought. My name's Jordan, this is Undefined. Follow me on some Instagrams and some tweets and Tumblr. Bye. Okay, we're doing this.